Hello and welcome to the ACJ TV News Network. This is your host Shantadeep Dey for today. Presenting to you Good Morning Chennai, which is yet another production of the ACJ Newsroom that provides you not only the news but also your daily dose of spice and entertainment. What spice? What entertainment? Maybe those questions will be answered by my co-host Grishma Rai. Hello Grishma.
Hi Santa. News for the day, a performance by a musician, a discussion on Tamil cinema, features on a personality, heritage and your daily dose of laughter. We have everything ready to kickstart your morning. So, good morning Chennai.
So Grishma, what is music like to you?
Well, it's quintessential to my very existence, I would say. I cannot function without music.
Yeah, absolutely no one can function without music, and so for the unplugged part, we have someone in the studio, someone special in the studio. Let's have the guest footage.
This is Alvin Presley performing with his band members at Express Avenue in Chennai. He is the lead singer and guitarist of this upcoming progressive rock band, Atva. The band has composed 12 original songs so far. They're planning to release an extended play record in December this year. Joining us in the studio today for the Arts and Culture segment is the artist himself.
Okay, so as you all know, we have Alvin Presley in the studio, and I'll directly push my question towards him. Hi Alvin.
Hello.
And so, the first time I saw your name, I was like, Alvin Presley. Okay, yes, there's a Presley, and I couldn't help but connect you with Elvis Presley, and it was about that. You were born to be a musician.
Well, yes. Actually, the music runs to my family. And my dad was a big fan of Presley, so probably he thought Presley would be a really cool name for me. So that's why he kept.
How is it like growing up with that name?
Well, nobody actually questioned about Presley till
I was
my college time.
So, Alvin, you're part of this band called Atva.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to call your band Atva and more about your band?
Okay, so my band is a post-progressive rock band, and we are a 4-piece band, and 3 of my bandmates are from Kolkata, and yes, yeah, and yes, and yeah.
Why have you called it Atva? What does it mean?
Okay, so Atva doesn't mean anything technically. So Atva is just a combination of syllables. So what happened was, a few years ago, we had a different band name, and we had to file for patency and everything, and then someone already had the name, and they filed a patency against us. So yeah, that happened, and then we thought, okay, we need to come up with a name which is very, very different and nobody will ever think of. So we were just randomly blabbering some gibberish language, and then we found Atva out of it. So that's how it came.
That really sounds cool. Anyway. So, can you play something to us?
Yeah, sure. I'll play. The song is called "World Can't Change," and we composed it a couple of years ago, I guess.
And it's called
The World Can't
Change.
Change. Yes.
Interesting.
Ride streaming sun, water fit and got old. But she's blind, he's gone while I waste time. Tonight the moon is brighter, the waves are much stronger. I need a hold that light that brightens up his eyes. And I believe in stranger things. Some will tell what is right. I believe in things are real. I will tell what is right. something like this.
Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. Can you tell me like why? Though I understand why you took a progressive rock, like that is my favorite genre. The viewers want to know that why did you take a progressive rock? Why does it appeal to
Why
you?
this particular genre?
So it was never a, we never had this perspective that this would be the genre that we would be concentrating upon. But then again, somehow we four of us, okay, we had different musical backgrounds. My guitarist and my drummer, they had more of a progressive metal and blues background. My guitarist, my other bassy, he was he was more of alternative rock kind, and I was more into classical. And then when you combine all these things and put a bit of ambient music, something very different comes out, something very unique comes out. And when we started performing in Chennai, I noticed that not many bands are post-progressive rock, concentrate on this particular genre as well. And then yes, we eventually stuck to this thing, and and it's coming out pretty well for us, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and who are your inspirations?
Well, my dad,
Yeah.
Steven Wilson.
Wow.
So yes, Dream Theater and a couple of other major bands.
Dream Theater is here.
Well, also, what do you have to say about the music scene in Chennai?
In Chennai, well, music scene, if you ask me, 5 years ago there were a couple of bands who really flourished, and then it was pretty dead, pretty much very dead compared to other cities. It was not like negligible, but then yes, there were people, but then not as much as Bangalore or Hyderabad or Mumbai or Pune. Okay, in fact. But then recently, for the past 1 year or 1.5 years, a lot of bands are coming up comparatively, and the kind of music they are performing and the kind of music they are producing is also, it's a step ahead than a lot of other bands in India, I guess. So yes, it's not dead, it's growing, and it will eventually grow within a couple of years more, I guess. Again, a hub for music, Chennai.
Right. But also, like traditionally in India, the music which is more acceptable seems to be, the music which is produced by the film industry, as opposed to independent musicians and bands.
Yes.
Does that bother you, or?
No, yes, in a way it does bother us, but then again, as long as you're producing good music and it appeals to the people, you're well and good. It's not that people don't listen to the musicians outside India as well, right? But then again, when you look at the larger mass, okay, they are very much influenced by celebrities, actors, and everything. So ultimately, when what you feed to the people, that's how they will grow. So that's how it is.
Okay, talk to us about the other band members.
Oh yes.
And how did this come into being? This
Yeah, how did you all meet?
Okay, so yes, we all were part of one college, okay, and I auditioned those three guys, okay, for the music club which we had in the college.
Okay.
And then eventually, I never had an idea of picking the bassy and the drummer. Okay, that was last year.
Okay.
And 4 years ago, I think, I met the guitarist. Okay, his name is Boydurja Banerjee, Kolkata guy, completely into blues. Okay, and yeah, your name is Shantali, right? Yeah, so so I auditioned those guys, and then somehow we just connected, I and the guitarist, and then we composed for a couple of years. Okay, some around 4 to 5 songs we did, and then eventually the bassy and the drummer were recruited, and then we started off last year as a different lineup. Before that, we had a band of 12 members. Okay, all of them who are split across India and world right now.
A 12-member band.
Yes.
Which is into, again, progressive rock
No,
as well?
it was more of Indian Sufi rock.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And the vocalist, he's in US, he's doing his masters, and then he's touring over there. My guitarist is working, my other previous guitarist, he's studying at Musicians Institute, and then he's again touring Sweden right now. And my other keyboardist, he's in Mumbai, he's working with few music directors over there. So yeah, everyone is doing music only in different ways, but then different directions, someday eventually. And then so when everything split up, I was the only one remaining in Chennai. So that is when I thought, okay, I should really take this up next step, right? So I recruited the other guys.
Also, did you feel the switch from that genre to this, right? From Sufi to...
Oh, well, Sufi is again a part of me, progressive rock is again a part of me. So
Music is a part of...
Yes, then the kind of music I performed on stage changed, right? But then, yeah, it was always a part of me.
And so when did you guys what was the turning point? Where did you shoot to fame? Was it this Hindu?
Well, not really. We played at this event called Indian Youth Conclave last year in September 2016, yes. And that is when people actually came to notice about us. and then we were pretty dead for 4 months because we were producing our own, getting more stuff out of us. And then again we started working out on in March month. Then we headlined at IIT, and then IIT Raga Pop Fest, and then
So
connection to
you were like
connection,
all over
connection
the
to
place.
connection. Yes. So right now we don't have any other place to perform in Chennai because people are
You
not
perform.
actually calling us to perform anymore.
Because you performed everywhere.
I'll ask you to perform. I want like this. I heard your songs, and I have a special request for Dil Se Re.
Dil Se.
Dil Se.
Okay. Sure. You want me to play it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like
Brilliant performance.
will you like talk about your upcoming performances?
Yes, and we are going to perform in Phoenix Market City mostly on November 5th. We get the confirmations a week before that, and it's not a week yet. So, yeah.
What
November
about
5th?
upcoming productions or compositions?
Yes, we are releasing our EP next year, next month, as in December. It's already November, yes. So in December we are launching our EP. It's called Aeon, and it's going to comprise of around 5 songs.
Okay.
And before that, we'll be releasing one of our songs called Sarfarosh, a music video, proper music video of it, and then eventually it will lead to the Aeon. So that's how it is.
These 5 songs that you say are lined up for release. What is the theme that you like? Is there like a connecting theme or?
It's not really a connecting theme. It's 5 songs that we like. Yes, but then you might be able to relate to it eventually. So that's
as a whole.
as a whole, yes.
So what are the like future plans for you?
Well,
Except for recording these and going to a bigger level somewhere.
yeah, going to a bigger level is then again we are an independent band, and even for whatever the band may be, it will take a couple of years to even decide if the band will actually which direction the band should be progressing at, right? So that's
What about for you personally? Where do you see yourself like as a musician? Maybe a few years from now.
Well, right now I'm working with a few guys in Bollywood right now. So I'm producing for them. So that is one aspect of it. And apart from that, personally, let's see where all I can reach.
Guys in Bollywood, so you plan to like go to Bollywood someday?
And do you think that sort of?
Obvious
But
question.
I think one important sort of something that we've noticed within the within independent musicians or bands is that they need to sort of switch to film music to sort of sustain, to survive. Do you
Yes.
think that compulsion is?
It's not really compulsion. See, if you're producing music, whatever kind that may be, if it appeals to the crowd, then you are selling yourself. Simple, very simple. But then again, if your music, even for post-progressive rock, not many people have the ears for it. So when it comes to such stuff, not everyone will be accepting the whole thing. At least not in the coming couple of years or maybe or so.
Meaning it's largely
Yes,
urban.
yeah. So when it comes to sustaining with the music, then again you'll have to earn something for your you need to produce the other stuff as well so that the crowd can listen to you. So let's put it this way: I'll produce some music that people will appeal, that will appeal to the people, and eventually I'll take this thing into that. So that's how it is. Even if it is when it comes to producing music, okay, so you need to produce something very different, okay, which will appeal to the crowd, and at the same time which will which you can also get your inputs in. It shouldn't be like you're working for the audience, okay.
Right.
audience is listening to you. That's very important.
Right.
So yeah, eventually. So when I'm producing music that is post-progressive rock and more of a commercialized stuff, okay, and they will get in years for post-progressive rock. Eventually, when I'll be playing my own stuff, which I really want to play, people will be listening to it.
Okay.
So
I'll have
maybe
to
we'll ask the audience to like come to your event on. With that, we'll conclude. Ask them to come to your event at the Phoenix Market City.
So that would be really lovely.
Yeah.
So
So,
we'll have
people
to-
should come to his event at Phoenix Market City. But you heard him. He's like, so you should surely make it to Phoenix Market City on November 5th. That's all from this segment. And
Let's take a short break now.